What a haul. So, went to a machine shop that was closing. I had bought some stuff through an auction, but they were not able to auction this off because of a bunch of regulations and aggravations and things like that. And the gentleman let me pick through it and grab some buckets of cooling mist and tap oil and flood agent that I would use on my machines. So I got all of that. I got some more jugs down here. So all of this will be able to stay in the shop. It'll be able to be used by my machine shop as opposed to going to some kind of chemical treatment plant or a waste oil facility. This will actually be useful stuff. So glad I was able to pick that up and get that material. Starting to strip down the parts for the Bridgeport, getting them ready to hopefully put a new coat of paint on them. So got a bunch more to do. All right, so a couple things we've worked on. We've worked on the oils, getting all of that taken care of. We've got some other auction stuff we've been doing here and there. Been working on the wall to store the drill bits and things like that. And we've been working on the Bridgeport. Working real hard trying to get it back together. We're to the point where, we're waiting on one bearing. It's a 60-15 bearing, and it just seems to be hard to find, but I can find some of them, but it's not the clearance that we need. It's got to be a C3 bearing, which has to do with how much loose play is in between the ball bearings. As it spins, it heats up, the metal expands. If it doesn't have the right clearance, it'll actually tension and seize up. So we're trying to make sure we get the right bearing, and we're just having a little trouble finding it. So while we're waiting on that, we decided we'd go on and start cleaning the machine. So we're going to strip it down and get it ready. We've got some parts laying around that we've been working on cleaning. Some of it's going in Evaporust, not sponsored by them. That's just what I use. And some of it is going to be just paint stripped, and then we'll reapply paint. So that's where y'all come in. I've got a question for you. So I don't know what color I want to paint it. I've got green and blue and kind of a tannish color. I think the factory coating on this was a greenish color. I'm not a big fan of it, but I also like my machines I like anything I own, cars or machines or whatever. I like it to show a little of me in it. So it's going to be different. So I've got two ideas. It's a massive, massive machine. And that makes me think of massive, massive equipment and machinery and other parts. One of the ideas I had was to paint it kind of an olive green. My grandfather in World War II drove a Sherman tank. They called the tank the All-Star. And so I thought about doing a tribute to him, painting an army green and putting, the military star on it and like military markings that would be on a Sherman tank, and kind of painting it that way in memory of that. So that's one idea. The other idea I had, I've got a really close friend that was on the USS Yorktown. And so looking at this machine, the bed on this thing is massive and reminds me of the deck of an aircraft carrier. So the other idea I thought was, what if I painted it like a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier? So I don't know. Y'all tell me, what should I do? Should I go back to a factory color? Should I paint it a military color like a tank or the aircraft carrier? What do you think? Leave a comment and let me know. There's some other parts we got to strip. We'll have to take all the tags off of it, locate them and take those off. I don't want to accidentally strip those. So we'll strip all those parts, strip down that, and then we'll have to start working on this one. You can see paint's already flaking off in some places. So yeah, we'll probably put this beast on the casters and roll it out so I can get to all sides of it. But yeah, we're gonna strip it down and repaint it before we start putting it back together. This is one of the other auction items that I got. I've been wanting a dump bin that I could pick up with my tractor and a set of forks. So I wanted to be able to pick something up, move it around, and throw scrap metal in it, and then I could take it out to the dump trailer and not have to worry about hand loading or lifting a heavy barrel up over the edge of the trailer. So pick this up, really excited about that. But this is what I'm excited about most of all. This doesn't look like much. I know it doesn't, other than a bunch of rusty old metal. But all of this material is all solid shaft material, or a lot of it is. And they were gonna throw it away. They decided to auction it off as a lot. I paid $12 for all of this. And I've more than got my money out of it. This piece alone right here is solid 1x1 steel. Let's see. There's a bunch of 1 inch, 3/4 inch solid steel shafts in there that I can turn down and use for other jobs. Here's some, I think that's 3/8 plate, or 3/8 by 4 inch. I'm sorry, 3/8 by 3 inch flat bar. I pulled out some other stuff. This is only about half of what was in this barrel, and I paid $12 for it, so I think I got my money's worth. All right, so got it off the trailer, and while I've got it up in the air, I was going to show you one of the things I want to change. So down here, that would be where your forks would go through to pick it up, and then when you took it to the dump site, these bars here hold it to keep it from flipping off the forks and allowing it to fall off into the dump bin. And that's great. I'm not going to change that at all. We'll still use these points to pick it up to take to the dump. But what I want to do is I want to weld on here some stanchions that'll come down so that I can run my pallet jack under it, and I can actually use my pallet jack to move it around. Because right now, I think this is going to be very close to the ground, and I don't think it'll allow my pallet jack to fit up under it. So we'll have to look at that and see what we can do. But it'll definitely come in handy. So I just noticed these. There's actually 4 pads up under it that look like they're for mounting casters. So that's going to be an even better idea. We'll mount some heavy-duty casters to it. Then that frees my pallet jack up, and I'll be able to roll it around still. So, good deal. All right, so got a lot going on. It's been a fun week. We've worked really hard this week. Hope y'all enjoy the progress. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for following along. Thank you for being part of this journey. I really appreciate it. It's been great seeing this channel grow. I've loved commenting with all of you and just having fun. So thank you for following on. New subscribers, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the channel. Please ring the notification bell and, you know, comment. It helps whatever the algorithm. Sorry, I'm publicly educated, so I'm a product of that. No, but it does help the channel. So we appreciate it. Thank you for following. Thank you for being part of it. Look forward to seeing y'all on the next one. Old time subscribers, man, couldn't have done this without y'all. Thank y'all so much for being part of it. Let's keep going and see what happens next. Hope y'all are having a great day. I know I'm having a good day here. It's just another day in paradise. Take care.